Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. For today's pick a card reading, we are looking into no contact situations to try to understand why you haven't heard from your person, but also to see if and when they will reach out and what they're going to say to you. But before we get into your reading today, we do want to take a moment to thank all of you for being members of the channel and for your continued love and support. As always, this is a general reading for the collective. Not all of it may resonate with everyone watching, so please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. For today's pick a card reading, there are 3 options for your selection. Pile number 1 is the card on the left. Pile number 2 is the card in the middle. And pile number 3 is the card on the right. Choose the one that you feel most drawn to. Pause the video if you need to before making your selection, but it's always best to go with your first impression because that is your intuition. The timestamps are below so you can go directly to your reading, so take a moment to relax and I'll see you in your reading. Hi pile number 1 people, welcome to your reading. In today's pick a card reading, we are looking into no contact situations between you and your person of interest to see why they have not reached out to you, to see why you haven't heard from them. But we're also going to see if they will reach out to you and when they may reach out to you, as well as what they might say and any other actions they may be taking. As always, this is a general reading for the collective. Not all of the reading may resonate with everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and your situation, and release the rest to the universe. So let's get right into this reading for pile number 1 and see why your person is silent. Why is this no contact? Why is pile number 1's person being quiet? Why are they being silent with them? For pile number 1, what is all of this silence about? This is the 7 of Pentacles. Let's see what else for pile number 1. Why is their person silent? For pile number 1, what is this silence about? And we have the Fool. We'll see what else for pile number 1. Why is their person being silent? What is this silence about? For pile number 1, do we have the Knight of Wands? Let's see what else. Well, some cards. Let's see what else for pile number 1. Why is their person silent with them? For pile number 1, please. And we have the 3 of Swords. Okay, guys, so what we have so far about why your person is being silent is, first of all, with this 7 of Pentacles being here, your person feels like they have failed you miserably. They really feel that they've let you down, and they feel like they have let themselves down as well. But also with this Fool card coming next, you guys know what I'm going to say because your person feels foolish. They've embarrassed themselves. I do feel that they are embarrassed. I feel that they know that they acted in ways that they should not have acted towards you. And they know as well that they came at you with some ego and some pride and some instability and impulsive behavior when the 2 of you were spending time together before. And that impulsive behavior could be anything. It could be about how they tried to push this connection forward and then abandoned. It could be how they were trying to convince you that, yes, we are ready for this relationship, and then they ran. Or it could just be the way that they were acting and creating fights and arguments and problems and self-sabotaging this relationship, and all of that is impulsive behavior as well, because they were listening to their fears and their insecurities and their doubts and everything else that has been playing over and over in your person's head. But with this 3 of Swords being here on the outside of this table, or on the top row here, this is your person being sad. They haven't contacted you because they're lonely, they're isolated, they're sad, they're depressed, they're missing you. This is a card of separation, sorrow, and sadness. So I do feel for pile number 1 people so far, what we have is your person is dealing with a whole I'm going to use this phrase, hodgepodge, mixture, conglomeration of different emotions and thoughts and feelings about what they've done, and being embarrassed and being ashamed of themselves and feeling foolish and knowing that they made wrong decisions and knew that they were coming at some of this with their pride and their ego through impulsive behaviors, making rash decisions that weren't fully thought out, but feeling like a failure. And really feeling the sadness at the moment of not having you in their life. The Knight of Wands is a fire sign. So if you like to use your astrology signs for validation for pile selection, that is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. But you guys know you don't have to be a Aries or a Leo or a Sag for this pile selection to work for you. Some people like to confirm their selection based on the astrology of themselves or their person of interest. But let's see what else. Let's see what else is coming through, please. What do we need to hear for pile number 1? Why is their person so silent? The 8 of Wands. Well, that is interesting because I feel that this is telling us actually that the silence is coming to an end. But let's see what else is coming out for this reading today for pile number 1. Why is that person silent? What do we need to hear? What do we need to know, please? The 3 of Pentacles. Let's see what else for pile number 1. Why is their person silent? Why is there no contact? Why is this in this place of disconnect? The Queen of Swords. Let's see what else. We'll grab one more card for pile number 1, please. Why is their person silent? Why is this in this place of silence still? And the 5 of Wands. Okay, guys. So this is telling us a lot of things here. First of all, I do feel that your person is seriously considering reaching out. However, we are going to look at that a little bit more in the next part of the reading as we get to the next part of the reading for today. But I feel that this 8 of Wands is telling us your person wants to reach out, and they are really thinking about it and thinking about what they're going to say and how they're going to say it. And they're possibly going to come at you out of left field, just out of the blue. But as well, I feel at the moment your person is very focused on their job. They are focused on career. They are trying to expand their professional development. They are trying to expand their career. They are trying to focus on work, on tasks. And I think that they may be using that sort of like as a buffer so that they don't have to think about this, and they don't have to think about reaching out, and they don't have to think about what they're going to say. But yet, that is not working so well for them, let me tell you, because with this Queen of Swords being here, it is all about honesty, integrity, and truth. Now, with the Queen of Swords being here, I feel your person may be a little fearful and unsure as to whether or not you're going to react or respond to their communication. And, you know, a little bit of fear goes a long way and does some good here. And that is what I feel is happening, because I do feel that your person knows that it's time to reach out and communicate with you, because that's what that Queen of Swords and Knight of Wands combination is about. Those are 2 solid cards of communication, as is this 8 of Wands. So even though we haven't gotten to that part of the reading yet, I do feel that your person is going to reach out. The Queen of Swords is an air sign, so that is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. But as well, your person knows that you are probably going to set some boundaries with them. They're also feeling that you are going to say what you mean and mean what you say when they come back and try to have a conversation with you. And they know that they're going to have to be real. They know they're going to have to be truthful and honest and authentic with you. And that as well could be some of this delay, because they're not fully on the other side of some of this transformation and change, although they are working on it. And they are trying to get to the other side of their fears, insecurities, and instabilities and everything else. But they know that they need to be on the other side of their fear, because they don't want to come at you with a false start. They want to make sure that they are ready, because they don't want to run away again, because that in and of itself was impulsive behavior that comes with that Knight of Wands. Now, this 5 of Wands tells us that your person is, well, you know what? This is the members station. I'm just going to say it. Your person's pissed off with themselves. They are angry with themselves, guys. I mean, they're having to deal with all of this stuff that they have done. And I do feel that there is some fear and some instability around them, that you may not listen to them, that you may not take them back, that your boundary is a thick wall that they're not going to be able to penetrate. This could be part of the reason why your person has not reached out to you. But with this Five of Wands as well, there's a sense of being embarrassed, being humiliated, and being ashamed of themselves, feeling sad, lonely, and isolated. This Three of Swords is about them missing you, though. And they don't want to show up with tears, although you would accept them showing up however they showed up. I get that. They want to show up strong. They want to show up with confidence. They want to show up when they are ready to have this conversation with you, where they are going to share everything with you. And that is that Queen of Swords energy. That is the truth. The truth is going to come spilling out of your person. So they know that they haven't been honest with you in the past. They know that they've acted foolishly. They know that they've made many mistakes along the way. They know that they failed you and they failed this connection. They are dealing with their own heartache and heartbreak that they brought upon themselves, of course. Granted, of course they did. They are trying to focus on work, trying to focus on projects around the house, perhaps, doing other things to try and keep their focus off of this loneliness, this missing you. That is why I feel your person has not communicated with you. Okay, pile one people. Now we're going to do something different. This is a different kind of reading today, and I have not done this kind of reading so for a long time, actually. But we're going to grab another deck of tarot cards. And we are going to ask if your person is going to reach out to you and when. And see what else comes along with that, to see if Spirit is going to tell us if they're going to reach out, when they're going to reach out, how perhaps they're going to reach out, what they might be saying to you. Let's get some more information for this reading today, guys, and see. For pile number one, will their person reach out? And when? Can we have some clarification for all of this, please, Spirit? Well, this is the Eight of Wands. Okay, goodness, guys. Okay, that is fantastic, actually. We'll put that Eight of Wands right there. I think that means that, yes, you are going to hear from your person. You've got two Eight of Wands here, double eights for communication coming from your person. So yes, I do feel that is your person initiating communication with you. But let's see what else. Will they communicate with pile number one people, and when, please? It's one from eight. Two of Wands. This is about bridging the gap, guys. So again, yes, I do feel that they are going to reach out and communicate with you. And they're even thinking about doing it now, because this is about them making progress in your direction. This is about them as well wanting to talk to you about long-term goals and long-term plans in terms of where they would like to take this relationship, where they'd like to take this connection with you. But the Two of Wands tells us your person wants to close the distance that's between you, whether that is physical distance because you haven't seen each other in a long time, or perhaps it's a long distance connection, or because there's emotional distance between you because they have been silent. This is about them wanting to take action, to follow through, to make something happen. So let's see about, for pile number one, will there be communication from pile number one's person? Let's see what we need to hear for pile number one, please. Will there be communication? Well, this is the Star. One moment, guys. One moment. We have to play the post-it game. And there we go. So the Star does tell us that, yes, your person is going to reach out to you. The Star is a card of hope, and they know that you are the one for them. They know that the two of you have this beautiful, magical, wonderful, spiritual connection, and they've always known that you were the one for them. They actually see you as the star in their life, actually. And there is this great love from this person coming towards you. But they have been having to do a lot of healing work with this star energy being present, and they weren't ready for this connection when the two of you met, when the two of you first started speaking, hanging out and talking with each other, and even building a relationship with each other. You could have been together for 2 months or 2 weeks or 2 years or 20 years, and yet this person still has perhaps not done the healing that they need to do in order to be this rock solid spiritual counterpart partner for you. And this is what they have been working on during this time away from one another. But let's get some more information, please, and let's see what else we need to know for pile number 1. Will their person reach out? Will there be communication? And when might that be happening, please? And we have the Lovers. Okay, guys, so the Lovers, again, yes, I do feel there is going to be communication coming from your person. I am going to hit the whens in just a moment, just as soon as I get some more cards out on the table, because I'm going to have to ask Spirit to help me try and get some whens for you guys, okay? The Lovers is about the union of hearts and the union of souls, confirming that you and your person are soulmates. But the Lovers is ruled by Gemini, so you could be twin flames because Gemini means the twins. The Lovers is ultimately about the divine union, the sacred union between you and your person, the union of divine masculine and divine feminine, your person being so very attracted and so turned on by you and wanting and desiring this relationship. They just haven't been ready for you, but I do get the sense in the cards that we have on the table for you guys today. Sorry, that is this horrible car that drives by all the time. And I'm actually doing this reading at night, which I normally don't do. I do them during the day because I like the natural light, but I'm doing it at night for you guys today. So I feel that there's going to be this sudden rush of energy coming from your person, especially because we have 2 8 of Wands, we have the Fool, we have the Knight of Wands, and those are cards of all of a sudden everything's different. But let's see what else. For pile number 1, will their person reach out? Will there be contact? What will they say? What is part of this connection? And we have the Chariot. Okay, so this is about forward movement. And I feel as well, this is about your person wanting to see you, wanting to spend time with you. I feel that this is about your person wanting to go on a road trip, perhaps, wanting to travel with you. There is travel all over this reading as well, with the 8 of Wands, with the 2 of Wands, with the Chariot. The Chariot is ruled by Cancer. I'm going to use one more tarot card now and see what else we need to know for pile number 1. For pile number 1, will their person reach out? For pile number 1, will there be contact coming from pile number 1's person? And when might that be? As this flew across the table, the King of Wands. I love the King of Wands, especially in this deck. I don't know why, I just think he's just fabulous. But the King of Wands is all about movement as well. Okay, the King of Wands tells us that yes, your person is going to communicate with you. There is a lot of passion here on this table for you guys in this reading today. Okay, the 8 of Wands twice, the 2 of Wands, the Lovers, the King of Wands, the 5 of Wands is even about passion. Okay, so I actually feel that for a lot of you watching this reading, there could be communication in several different time frames that I'm going to mention. It could be like in an 8-week window from now. It could be in the spring, like mid-March to mid-June in the springtime, because I'm getting a strong sense of spring energy with some of the cards that we have on the table as well, because it just feels like spring, but with some of the cards that we have, the timing indicators are falling within that spring time frame, like Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and those are the time indicators for the springtime when we consider how the calendar, the Celtic calendar for the year works with the winter solstices and with the winter solstice, spring equinox, fall equinox, and summer solstice. So I actually feel that many of you should be able to be receiving communication here from your person between now and the next 8 weeks or so. I feel that can happen for some of you guys. I really wish that all of you would just get communication from your person tomorrow. That would actually make me so very happy, because I feel like you guys deserve that. You have been so patient and you have been so loving and kind, waiting for this person to get their act together, and yet they still have not reached out to you. And I feel a lot of it is their fear, their instability, their insecurity, being mad at themselves, seeing where they blew it, being afraid that you might reject them, being fearful that you may not respond to them. But that's just that stuff that is in their head. They know deep down in their heart and in their soul that you will respond to them, because they know that this is a powerful spiritual connection, especially with that Lovers card and this Two of Wands being here. So pile number one, I do feel that your person is going to reach out to you. And I do feel that that is something that's going to be happening as we move through these next 2 to 3 months between now and the spring equinox. For a lot of you, for many of you watching the reading, I wish it would happen for all of you though. And then for some of the rest of you, it could come just past that as well, because that Chariot is all about Cancer time frame, which is June 21 to July 21. But let's see what else you guys need to know for this message today, please. What do you guys need to hear? Intense. Well, yes, the intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. Well, that is a very true statement, isn't it, guys? It is kind of like those situations where the highs are really, really high and the lows are really, really low. And that is why I always call it that emotional roller coaster ride, because when everything is great and everything is in that place and everything is flowing between the two of you and you're happy and you're spending time together, the intensity, you could just live on the love and the chemistry of the passion, because it is just so wonderful between the two of you. But then the bottom falls out and you plunge down into those depths of despair, and takes you down to that great low. And when you are in that low space, it is a really difficult place for you guys to be. And my heart goes out to you, because I feel so bad for all of you that are in that space, because it's hard, but that is where the growth occurs. This is where the transformation happens for you, and also for your person who wants to communicate, who wants to come back, and who wants to give this relationship with you another chance, because they are growing, changing, and evolving as well. But let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. Tested. Well, yes, your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. That is a very true statement, isn't it? You guys watching the reading, comes back to this intensity. Comes back to that intensity of this connection kind of thing. Strengths and weaknesses are always tested in these kind of connections, especially because when we have to consider our weaknesses, that is where we need to do the work. That is where we need to address ourselves, and where we need to address our focus and our time, where we need to work on our transformation, where we need to change, grow, and evolve. And yes, this is the time for you guys watching the reading to look at those weaknesses and try to identify if there is anything else at all that you need to work on within yourselves to heal, to grow, to evolve, and transform, so that your person can be on their way back to you, because it looks like they are getting ready to burst onto the scene, actually. And I have said that several times, because I do have that feeling of this sense of urgency with the King of Wands, with 8 of Wands, with the 2 of Wands, with the Chariot, with the Lovers, with the Knight of Wands. All of that is cards of intense energy coming towards you for union. The union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. And it does. The union actually begins when you first meet each other. You just have to go off and complete these tests that you have both set up for each other for this lifetime. And this is something that you agreed to do before you were born. You agreed to go through this high and low. You agreed to go through these intense lows that you've been going through with this person. And it is causing you to find that inner strength within you. It is causing you to find that power to rise yourself up so that you can roar like a lion all the time. so that you are always going to be in that empowered place when anyone creates any problems or difficulties or anything else in your life. You will know how to handle it because of this situation with your person. You have been tested through this whole time, the time you guys have been together, and you guys are passing this test. And so is your person. And this is why the two of you are going to be able to come into union, because your person does want to contact you. They are going to reach out based on what this reading says several times. And I do feel for some of you that communication is coming very soon, because we also have the Fool on the table. And the Fool is all about expecting the unexpected. Things can shift and change real quick here, because it's all about surprise. Here comes your person. And there's other cards of surprise on the table as well. But I do feel your person is reaching out to you soon, pile one. This is your reading for today, pile number one people. Thank you so much for allowing us to be part of your journey. We appreciate all of you so very much for your continued love and support of the channel. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone. Hi, Pile 2 people. Welcome to your reading. For today's pick a card reading, we are looking into no contact situations to see why you have not heard from your person of interest, but also to ask and see if they're going to reach out to you and when they might be reaching out to you, and also what they might be wanting to say to you along the way during this reading today. As always, this is a general reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and your situation, and release the rest to the universe. So for pile number 2, why is pile number 2's person so silent? Why are they not reaching out? Why have they not heard from their person? For pile number 2, why have they not heard from their person? Why is this person so silent and staying in this ghosting, no contact space? This is the 4 of Wands. Let's see what else we need to know. For pile number 2, why is this person being so silent? And this is the King of Swords. Let's see what else for pile number 2, please. Why is their person being so silent? For pile number 2, this is the Fool. Let's see what else for pile number 2. For pile number 2, why is their person being so silent? And we have the Ace of Swords. Now that is interesting. Okay, guys. So what I feel this is saying, this is a bit of a different reading. So we're going to do 4 cards, and then we're going to do 4 more. Then we're going to get a different tarot deck to answer some other questions. I decided that doing a bit of a different reading for you guys today might help get a different viewpoint of some things here that's going on in this situation for you and your person. Okay, so with the 4 of Wands leading the way today, I feel your person has always known that they could see this relationship with you going to this place of long term. And perhaps this is something that the two of you talked about. Perhaps this is something that you planned. Perhaps it's something that you shared with one another, discussing future plans and how those future plans for the two of you were going to play out, how they were going to pan out in terms of where this relationship was going, because ultimately the 4 of Wands is about a long-term partnership. And your person seeing and knowing this all the time, even if they had never shared that with you, even if that's something that they kept locked down within themselves, they knew that this connection had such, and still does have such, strong potential to go to that place of long-term partnership. But I feel that as that all started to really become a reality for your person, and they could see that things were definitely developing and flowing and growing to that place, I feel that they allowed their fear to just get in the way and shut that off. And that is why I feel they have run and ghosted. But they are still having these thoughts even now. They are still having these thoughts about where this connection can go, where this relationship can move to. And they are trying to figure out some sort of strategy and plan about how to make that happen. And that is where that King of Swords comes in. The King of Swords is very logical. The King of Swords is actually a great communicator. The King of Swords is very wise. The King of Swords is very honest. And this is going to be the energy of your person right now, trying to figure themselves out because they want to come at you with truth, honesty, and integrity. And this is about them wanting to come towards you being authentic. But they don't have that power and strength within them right now to talk to you about all of these things. I feel they are struggling a wee bit to find the right words, and that is the combination of that King of Swords and the Fool card. The King of Swords is an air sign, so that is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. If you like to use your astrology signs for your pile selection, it is the air signs, the King of Swords, but you guys know you don't have to be an air sign for this reading to work or resonate with you. I feel that as well with this Fool card being here, that your person is embarrassed. I feel that they have humiliated themselves in how they acted towards you in the past, and that is something that they are having to take on within themselves as well. Having to look at themselves in the mirror and go, wow, you really blew it. You really embarrassed yourself. You really look like an idiot when you were acting and behaving that way. When you were making plans to have this relationship, and then you just disappeared and poof and ran and ghosted and just vanished into thin air without telling this person what was going on. How could you do that to that person that you love, that you care about? How could you do that to yourself? Why would you do that to yourself as well? And your person is feeling all of this within them right now and feeling very foolish, feeling very embarrassed with themselves, ashamed with themselves as well. Trying to find the words is what this combination of King of Swords, the Fool, and the Ace of Swords is all about. But the Ace of Swords is all about the initiation of communication. Your person is going to reach out to communicate with you, but that's in the next part of the reading. But we will get to that in a little while. But the Ace of Swords also tells us your person has had a breakthrough through all of this. And they have perhaps really needed that breakthrough. They needed to be able to see things clearly. They've needed to be able to see the forest through the trees, to be able to have their own sense of understanding, to be able to see the real truth of everything concerning you and this connection. And they are in that place where they are examining this truth. And they want to just kind of understand it a little bit more before they are ready to start reaching out and communicating. But King of Swords, Ace of Swords, two very powerful cards of communication, especially with that Fool guy being right in the middle, because that's all about things coming at you out of nowhere and your person wanting to start again. But let's see what else we need to know. For pile 2, why is their person so quiet? Why are they still silent? Why has pile 2 not heard from their person of interest? The King of Pentacles. Feel your person may be very focused on their job, on their career. Perhaps they are being a bit of a workaholic at the moment as well, trying to advance their career, wanting to show up and feel that they need to have something to show you, although you don't require that from them. And I know that, and you guys know that as well, and even they know that, but they want to show up and show you that they have managed to somehow gain some greater financial security and stability, perhaps as well gotten a better job, a different job, one that gives them more authority, more autonomy, a bigger, better job for your person, better financial security and stability. This may be where they are focused just now at the moment with this King of Pentacles showing up. King of Pentacles is an earth sign, so that's Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. But as well, the King of Pentacles falling right beneath that Four of Wands. That is an interesting combination because that is all about your person knowing that they want this partnership with you. Again, thinking about this partnership, thinking about this long-term relationship, thinking about how they are going to make that happen. But the King of Pentacles and King of Swords combination, they have a plan and they will follow through to make something happen. I need a quick sip of water, guys. I've been having to use the heater a lot and it just dries me out. And so I'm having to drink a lot more water during the readings than is normal. So I apologize for that. But let's see what else is coming through. For pile number 2, please. Why is their person so silent? Why have they not reached out to pile 2 people? What's going on here? Well, the 5 of Wands, that came up from one of the other piles as well, actually. The 5 of Wands, they're mad at themselves. They have a lot of inner turmoil and a lot of inner conflict going on within them. And I feel that that is because they can see and understand that they just acted so ridiculous, that they just hurt you, that they hurt themselves, that they brought all of this drama and this chaos and this confusion into this relationship with you. And they know they shouldn't have, but yet they did. Because they were listening to their fears and their insecurities and everything else. And they know they can't rewind it and make it different. They know that they're going to have to come forward with a better plan to try and get this connection moving forward again for the 2 of you. But let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? For pile number 2, why is their person silent? Why haven't they heard from them? The Knight of Wands. Well, the Knight of Wands tells us your person was impulsive in the past. I feel that your person may have overreacted. I feel your person may have made mountains out of molehills. They may have spoken out of turn. They may have brought fights and arguments into this connection, self-sabotaging behaviors, creating fights and blaming you for it. Again, being embarrassed for their words, actions, and behaviors that were so hurtful to you and to this connection. But as well, this Knight of Wands is all about a message coming from your person, because all of the Knights are talking. All of the Knights are about communication, and it is about your person coming in and wanting to talk and communicate and break the silence between the 2 of you with a rush of energy, actually. But I feel your person knows that they should have thought things through a lot better than they did in the past. They are seeing and understanding that they made some bad decisions. They had some clouded judgments. They made the wrong choices because they were just reacting. They didn't think things through. If you guys were having a discussion about something, they didn't edit what they were saying. They had no edit feature. They just bombarded right in and just said whatever the hell they wanted and didn't think about any sort of negative repercussions of their words, actions, or behaviors that were soul crushing and hurtful to you. But during the time you've been away from each other, they have been spending quite a bit of time in deep thought and contemplation about that, actually. The Knight of Wands is an air sign, so that is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. But let's see what else. For pile 2, why have they not heard from their person? For pile 2, please. Why haven't they heard from their person? Oh, the Tower. Well, that actually makes a lot of sense. I actually, in a good way, actually, because I feel what this is saying is your person is having a major wake-up call, especially with it coming with that Ace of Swords, which is about being able to see clearly. It is about getting clarity. It is about having a breakthrough, and the Tower coming along as well to give your person this massive wake-up call that they have needed. And they need all of this wake-up call or series of epiphanies and wake-up calls to be able to turn the situation around. And so perhaps with this Tower card coming at the very end of this section of the reading, they haven't had this true Tower moment yet. For some of you watching the reading, this could be something that is still sort of like lurking in the near future here, coming up for your person. But as it does come, which it is going to come, your person is going to have this massive awakening, and that is what's going to spur them onward back in your direction to reach out and communicate with you. And even though this was asking why the situation is as it is, we still have 3 cards of communication on the table for this reading so far. But now we're going to ask if your person is going to reach out to you, and see if we can see when that might happen, but also see what they might want to say in terms of actions and behaviors as well. So let's get into this next part of the reading, guys. It's a different deck of tarot cards, the ones that I like that are really soft to shuffle, actually. So for pile number 2, will their person reach out? Is there a timing for when this person might reach out? What will they be saying to pile 2 people, please? And we have the 3 of Swords. Well, that is that Tower moment for that person. I feel that that just very interestingly clicked along with the rest of this reading for your person. That 3 of Swords is about your person really feeling and having to deal with their heartbreak and their sadness. But you know what? They've got to feel that. That's waking them up and shaking them up the way that they need to and getting them moving and grooving so that they can get on with it and start coming back towards you, because they are coming to communicate. Communication from your person is happening. There is contact that is happening. But let's see what else for pile number 2. Will their person reach out? Will there be communication? And when? This is the 9 of Wands. Well, the 9 of Wands is about your person figuring out how they're going to approach you, because they don't want to blow it. They are having to deal with a lot of heartache and heartbreak at the moment, and that is bearing down hard on them. And so they don't want to blow it. They don't want to blow it completely. What they're saying is they believe that they only have one chance to get this right with you when they talk to you, and they want to make sure that they have all of their P's and Q's and I's dotted and T's crossed and all of their little duckies in a row and everything else, because they don't want to blow it. They want to make sure that they are successful in delivering this communication to you, in opening the lines of contact between the 2 of you, because your person wants to start over. And I don't even know if I mentioned that with the Fool. That is about them wanting to begin fresh and start over with you, because they see this partnership with you. The 9 of Wands is about courage, determination, perseverance, your person getting it done and making it happen as they need to. But let's see what else for pile number 2, please. Will their person reach out? Will there be communication? Some cards dropped here. Well, we do have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Emperor. The Wheel of Fortune tells us that the story between you and your person is not finished. It tells us that things are going to start shifting and changing, especially with it coming out with that Emperor. I am sorry about that glare, guys. I am doing this reading at night, and I normally don't do nighttime readings because of the lights being so powerful in here, but I wanted to knock this out for you guys. So, Wheel of Fortune. Things are shifting and changing. Things are about to get different with your person, especially with the Emperor energy being here, because the Emperor is all about making something happen and getting something done and doing it and following through to make it happen. The Emperor is ruled by Aries, and Aries is coming up, guys. Aries runs from March 21 to April 21. So I do feel that it is very possible for some of you to hear from your person in that time frame, but also perhaps during Taurus. And then what's after Taurus is Gemini. So it's like the 3 months that are in the spring. And that's interesting because that happened in one of the other piles as well. Fascinating. But I think that things are changing. Remember, the Emperor has a plan. The Emperor does not fail. The Emperor makes sure that they are successful in achieving what they want to achieve. And this is about your person wanting to come back in your direction. But let's see what else for pile number 2, please. Will their person reach out? What will they say? What do they want to share with them? When? What is going on here? Well, this is the 9 of Swords. Well, I think your person has been overthinking all of this quite a bit, and that makes sense with the King of Swords and that Ace of Swords also being on the table, also the Fool and that 5 of Wands. Actually, it just makes sense for the reading. I feel your person has been spending a lot of time thinking about things, what-ifing things, again, trying to figure out their approach, trying to figure out how they're going to follow through to make something happen. But this is an interesting combination of the 9 of Swords and 9 of Wands. That is about your person because of their unhappiness, because of their inability to sleep, because they can't focus on anything but you. That is about them coming towards you with a lot of energy and a lot of power, especially being backed up by the Emperor and that King of Pentacles and King of Swords. But let's see what else we need to know. For pile number 2, please, will their person reach out? And what do they want to say? What do they want to share? Do we have a timing, please? And we have the moon. Aha. Well, the moon tells us your person misses you. That is about them longing for you. It also tells us that they've been dreaming about you. The moon tells us that your person can see where they allowed their illusions to negatively affect this relationship for the two of you. Now, this is an interesting combination of the Nine of Swords and the moon, because the moon is also a card of dreams. Your person trying to go to sleep, wanting to dream about you, but they can't because they can't fall asleep because they're constantly thinking about you. And there is only one solution for all of that, and that is to reach out and communicate with you, to bridge this distance, because that is the only thing that's going to heal their broken heart, because that is what this Three of Swords is. It's a broken heart. It is sorrow, sadness, it is separation. It is about the two of you being in this painful disconnect from each other right now. And there is only one solution for that, and that is for your person to come back in your direction. But this reading started with that Four of Wands, your person desiring this partnership with you, and that as well was backed up by that King of Pentacles, your person coming back in your direction. Now, the other interesting thing, guys, is the moon is ruled by Pisces. People try to tell me it's ruled by Cancer, but actually it's Pisces. I know it is, but that's okay. Maybe it's the moon rules Cancer. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But Pisces timing is right upon us. Pisces timing is just around the corner. Pisces starts around the 19th. Of February. So pretty much what I'm saying here for the timing for you guys, I feel it is the spring. So like between February 19th and the 21st of June or so. For some of you, I wish all of you, I wish each and every one of you would get this communication from your person. But I also want them to be on the other side of all of their fears and insecurities to make sure that something like this doesn't happen again. But let's see what else. Let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Power. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. Well, yes, it is. And there is a powerful love here between you and this person. And that is why this reading started with that Four of Wands, which is about your person desiring and wanting this partnership with you to go the distance. And that has been perhaps the very reason why they haven't communicated with you, because they have always known that this relationship was the one for them, and they haven't been quite ready. But based on the cards that we have in this reading, and based on what I'm hearing coming in from Spirit and from your person, I feel they have been preparing and getting ready, because that is what that King of Pentacles energy is all about. But let's see what else for pile number 2, please. What else do we need to hear? Obstacles. Look for ways around the obstacles to find happiness. And that is exactly what is happening here in this connection with your person right now. They are looking for ways around the obstacles that they have put up in this connection between the two of you. And that is what they need to work around or knock down. But that is part of that Nine of Wands energy. That is about them getting rid of those obstacles and blasting past them to come towards you, to speak the truth and share everything with you in a way that they haven't shared with you in the past. Marriage. A marriage of souls is a union of two divine counterparts blending together. Well, yes, especially because we do have the Wheel of Fortune here. And the Wheel of Fortune tells us that there is a love destiny that still needs to unfold between you and your person. And that Four of Wands is a card of long-term partnership and commitment, which can include marriage. Whether or not you guys decide to get married is something that is completely between the two of you. It can just be a long-term partnership, the two of you buying a home together, moving in together. However, the two of you decide to make this partnership work, it is ultimately about the union of your souls. Because that is where this connection has been trying to go since the very first time that you met this person in this lifetime. I do feel you are going to hear from your person. There's communication all over this table. They're going to rise up, they're going to take action, and they are going to come back in your direction. And I feel for the timing for this, I feel that some of you can receive this communication from your person as we start getting into the springtime. So more like mid-February to like mid-June or so. I feel that is the best timing for this reading that we have today. This is your reading for today, pile number 2. Thank you all so much for watching and allowing us to share your journey. We appreciate all of you so very much for your continued love and support of the channel. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone. Hi, pile number 3 people. Welcome to your reading. For today's pick a card reading, we are looking into no contact situations to see why you have not heard from your person of interest, but also to see if they will reach out to you and what they might want to say to you and when this might be happening. We are going to try to get that for you guys today. As always, this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of the messages may resonate with everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and your situation, and release the rest to the universe. So pile 3, let's get into this reading and see why your person has been silent. Why haven't you heard from your person of interest? Why are they silent still? Why are they still in no contact? And why are they ghosting? And what is going on with them that's causing this silence? For pile number 3, please. Let's see for pile number 3, why is their person still silent? This is the 2 of Wands. What else for pile number 3? Why is their person still silent? For pile number 3, why have they not heard from their person of interest? For pile 3, this is the 9 of Wands. See what else for pile number 3, please. Why have they not heard from their person? Why is their person still silent? This is the Star. What else for pile number 3? Why have they not heard from their person? Why is their person still silent? For pile number 3. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, guys. Well, with this 2 of Wands leading the way, I feel that there is this distance, space, and separation between you and your person that they brought upon this connection with the 2 of you. But the thing that's so cool about the 2 of Wands, it is about bridging the distance that's here between you. Your person wanting to close this distance. And even though you haven't heard from them, I do feel that that is what this is about. Wanting to start opening these lines of communication. Because with the 2 of Wands being here, your person can confirm that the 2 of you have a deep soul connection. They've always known this. Perhaps they've talked to you about it, or the 2 of you shared information back and forth about that. But for some of you, perhaps they didn't, but they've always known it, whether they talked about it or not. And we aren't really looking at their actions or whether or not they're going to communicate with you in this part of the reading, but yet sometimes Spirit presents it in the way that they want to present it. So we just have to roll with it and go with it the way that the universe, the way the divine wants to share this information. So I feel that as well, your person has been doing a lot of contemplation about their long-term plans and goals for their life. And they actually want these long-term plans and goals to include you. They are quiet right now. They are in this place of being backed off, and that is what that 9 of Wands is about. But the 9 of Wands tells us your person is trying to figure out how they are going to approach you. They don't want to blow it. They don't want to fail. They don't want to screw it up, because they can see and understand that they've already made a mess of things in the past. And they don't want to blow it again, because your person feels they may only have one chance to get it right here. And so this is what they are thinking about. This is what they are contemplating. But also with the Star being here, it tells us your person is still doing some healing work. The healing work in this journey between you and your person, it happens during this time of disconnect where you are preparing for union. And many times when we have communication with the person that we are in this disconnect with before it's time to have real communication with them, it can kind of like throw things off kilter or throw things off balance. Now, does your person realize that in their brain? Do they know that this is part of the problem, or that this is why they shouldn't be communicating with you? Perhaps. But perhaps it's more something that is a subconscious thing, because there is divine guidance around this connection as well. And perhaps this is something that is happening with the divine plan, with the divine timing of the universe, with the star showing up. But also the star tells us your person knows that you are the one for them, and you're the one that they want. You're the one they've always wanted. The star is ruled by Aquarius. Now, with the Two of Pentacles, that's about restoring balance and creating change in this situation between you and your person. And change definitely needs to happen. But your person is going to be the one that creates that change. And they are thinking, strategizing, planning, trying to figure out how they are going to make those changes to come back in your direction and restore this balance and harmony to this relationship. And if this relationship with you and this person has never had balance and harmony in it before, wow, you guys are in for a great treat, because that is all about equal give and take. It is about reciprocity. It is about both of you being there for each other, showing up, loving each other, supporting each other, lifting each other up, and supporting your hopes, dreams, and aspirations for each other as well. So this is what your person is thinking about. It's what they're working through, but they are still in this process of healing with the star being here. But let's see what else we need to know. For pile number 3, why is their person still silent? Why haven't they reached out? For pile number 3, please. This is the Ten of Pentacles. Well, your person could be focused on money at the moment. Perhaps they're focused on gaining financial security and stability. Perhaps as well, they're trying to find that stability within themselves, because this is about them wanting to build a rock solid future for the two of you. That is what that Ten of Pentacles is about. It is all about stability and structure, but it's also about long-term partnership and commitment. Having a family, combining your families, please only take that if it resonates. But the Ten of Cups is about your person wanting it all with you and focused on this plan as well at the moment about how they are going to make that happen, because the person doesn't want to blow it, because they want you and they know that you are the one. But let's see what else for pile number 3, please. Why is pile number 3's person still no contact? Why have pile 3 people not heard from their person? The Emperor. Well, again, I feel that your person could be very focused on their career, their job, their financial security and stability at the moment. But the Emperor also tells us your person is going to make something happen, because the Emperor always has a plan, and the Emperor always follows through with that plan to get it done. The Emperor tells us as well your person could be very, again, focused on their career, on their job, trying to attain some sort of status, perhaps in the level of their job. Perhaps they're trying to get promoted. Perhaps they're trying to start their own business. Perhaps they're focused very much on their own business at the moment. But with the combination of the Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles, I really feel that your person is focused on work, job, career, responsibilities at the moment as well. But it's hard for them to focus on these things because they are thinking about you also, especially with that star card being present, telling us that your person knows that you're the one for them, but also knowing that they need to restore this balance into this connection as they're trying to figure out their plan of approach. But let's see what else for pile number 3, please. Why is pile 3's person silent? Why have they not reached out? This is the Lovers. Well, this tells us your person is going to reach out. And this also tells us your person knows that you are the one. And this is a powerful combination of cards here, guys. The Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Star. And perhaps your person has always believed that the two of you were going to end up together and not really being ready for that. So throwing some chaos and confusion into this connection when the two of you were spending time together, and then letting that chaos and confusion stay there as they work through the things that they need to work through to be healed, to let go of things that have been holding him back, to let go of the confusion, to let go of their pride and their ego, to release all of this, knocking down those obstacles and the walls and any other interference that is here in this connection between the two of you, because the Lovers is about your person wanting this partnership with you and making this decision for love. The Lovers does confirm that you are soulmates or twin flames. Please just take it as it resonates, especially with that Two of Wands being there. And perhaps your person has talked to you about that. And if they haven't spoken with you about that in the past, that is going to be something that they're going to want to talk with you about as they come back around. Lots of cards on the table today about balance. Your person knowing that they need to restore balance to this connection, but also acknowledging that perhaps they have been out of balance and they are trying to find that equilibrium within themselves before they start reaching out to communicate with you, because your person doesn't want to blow it. The Emperor does not fail, and that is the energy of your person coming towards you. The Emperor is ruled by Aries. The Lovers is ruled by Gemini. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What is coming through for this message today, please? The Six of Cups. Well, this is definitely them taking trips down memory lane and thinking about you all the time. But that doesn't make any sense to me about why they haven't reached out to you, because they're just stuck in their memories. Being stuck in their memories makes them want to talk to you. It makes them want to communicate. It makes them want to reach out. But I feel that what this is telling us is, as they are looking back into these memories, and not just these memories that they have with you for this lifetime, but memories that they have before the two of you met, that they do see that there has been some baggage and there has been some emotional wounds that they've needed to heal, that they've needed to release and let go of. Whatever that blockages and interferences are, your person has been looking back to their past for this lifetime before the two of you started spending time together, so that they could heal these things from the past and let them go, so that they no longer negatively impact this relationship for the two of you, so that you can come to this beautiful, powerful, sacred union with each other that comes with the Lovers. But I'm going to use a different deck now of tarot cards, and we're going to see if your person is going to reach out and communicate, and when that might be. Although we do have indicators of that already on the table, I'd like to ask the question of Spirit anyway, because they will give more details, hopefully. Let's see for pile number 3, please. Will their person reach out? What will they say? What is their person's intentions for pile 3 people? When might any of this be happening? For pile 3, this is the Death card. Well, this is about transformation and change happening. And I do feel that transformation, change has been very necessary for this person. That is what they're healing. That is why they are releasing these obstacles and blockages and other hindrances to this connection that have held them back from being able to show up and be this partner for you. The Death card is the card of transformation and is ruled by Scorpio, but it is about your person rising up and coming back towards you to reach out and communicate and show you as well how they have changed, because with them changing, with this powerful Death card, this relationship is going to also change as well. I am sorry about that glare, guys, but it is that overhead light, and I'm doing this at night when it's really dark outside, and I normally do it during the day. So I apologize for the glare that comes from that extra light. But let's see what else. For pile number 3, please. Will their person communicate? Will there be communication from their person? Will they reach out? And when might this be happening? Well, this is the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles tells us your person is miserably unhappy without you. And they can see and understand and feel that they have definitely put themselves out in the cold. And they want to create change, because the 5 of Pentacles is about change, creating change in this dynamic, very much supporting the 2. But at the moment, your person feels like they have abandoned themselves when they abandoned you. Now, this could also be part of the reason why they haven't reached out to communicate with you yet, because they know that they abandoned you and they don't know how you're going to react or respond to that, which is why they have been going through this transformation and change that comes with that powerful death card that is about this change that is happening within your person, but also in this connection. But let's see what else we need to know. For pile number 3, will pile 3's person reach out? And when? And what might they say? Well, this is the King of Wands. Well, this is definitely about your person reaching out, because the King of Wands always does what the King of Wands is supposed to do. The King of Wands, very much like the Emperor, is successful. And I do feel that this is about your person reaching out to you, because the King of Wands is not going to sit idly on the throne and do nothing. They are going to get up, they are going to grab their phone, or they are going to get in their car, they're going to put on their walking shoes and do whatever they need to do, to call, to text, to drive to your house, or walk over there so that they can talk to you and open these lines of communication between the two of you. That is what that King of Wands card is about. The King of Wands is a fire sign, so that is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. But this is all about your person doing what is necessary to make it happen, giving so much support to that Emperor card. But let's see what else. For pile number 3, please. Will their person reach out, and what will they say? And this is the 3 of Swords. Well, the 3 of Swords tells us that your person definitely is sad without you in their life. It tells us that they want to talk to you about how they're heartbroken without you. They want to tell you how they've missed you. They want to tell you how they've changed. They want to explain to you that they didn't mean to shut this down. They didn't mean to reject you, but at the time they were just full of so much fear and insecurity, afraid that you were going to bail on them, afraid that you were going to end things with them. And so they sabotaged, and I feel they're going to explain all of this to you as the two of you start having these conversations with each other. But that is the sorrow and sadness and grief and despair that your person feels at the moment. Pile 3 people, that 3 of Swords, it's sadness. Sorrow, but it's driving them to do something as well. It's driving them to reach out and start talking. But let's see what else for pile number 3, please. Will their person reach out? This is the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is all about the builder. Let's build this relationship back stronger than it ever was. It is about commitment, it is about making compromises, and it is about better communication, because those are powerful cornerstones for this relationship. So I feel with what, I'm going to throw one more tarot card, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the timing, and then put a few more cards out of a different deck. But I feel that your person wants to talk to you about building this relationship back better, because your person doesn't want to live without you in their life. They see and they feel and they know what that experience is like, and it is a miserable existence for them. They feel left out in the cold, they feel abandoned, they feel lonely, they feel isolated, and they are not liking it. And that is what they're going to share with you as they start talking to you and opening these lines of communication, because that's how the reading started, actually, with that 2 of Wands. Your person reaching out to open these lines of communication. But let's see what else for pile number 3, please. Will their person reach out? Well, this turned over. And there we have the 4 of Wands. And so, yes, I do feel that your person is going to reach out with that 4 of Wands being here, because the 4 of Wands is a card of long-term partnership, very much supporting that 10 of Pentacles. The 4 of Wands is a celebration of your union. Actually, it is about reconciliation. It is about getting back together. It is about your person wanting to take this relationship with you all the way to the long term, all the way to the finish line, all the way to the place where the two of you can have a happy and healthy relationship that you have built together. That is that 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is a very powerful card, especially for a relationship, because it's all about teamwork and togetherness and working together to make something last. So pile 3 people, I actually feel that what we're seeing in this reading in terms of a timing, and this is just so bizarre, because I think that this happened in the other 2 piles as well. It feels like springtime for me. And some of you will receive communication from your person in the springtime. Now, bear in mind that spring for me starts on the spring equinox, which is the 21st of March, and runs to the summer solstice, which is the 21st of June. Now, you guys down under, you guys that are in the southern hemisphere, I do want to clarify this for you if any of you are listening to that. It is about the timing of the astrological signs. So it is still the same time of year for you. It doesn't mean that it's going to take 6 months from now for when it is springtime for you. Does that make sense? I just wanted to clarify that. I feel like it's like 3 months, 4 months. There's a strong opportunity here for your person to reach out and communicate with you and start opening this connection to where the two of you can start rebuilding, restoring balance, and then moving it to this place of long-term partnership. But Gemini runs May 21 to June 21. Aries is April 21. No, it's not. Aries is March 21 to April 21. And then that's Aries as well. So it's like March 21 to June 21. I feel those are strong indicators of timing for when this can shift and turn with your person in terms of them reaching out to communicate with you. Remember, they are going through a massive transformation and change, and not everyone changes, grows, or evolves at the same rate. But I do feel that with this death card being here and your person being very unhappy and feeling left out in the cold and acknowledging that this is something that they brought upon themselves, I do feel that they are growing, evolving, and changing and healing because they want to come back in your direction and they want to have this opportunity with you to have a relationship. But let's see what else is coming through for this message for pile number 3, please. What do we need to hear for pile 3? Admire. It's time to think of everything that you admire in your partner. Well, I feel like your partner thinks about that all the time, actually. And they love so much about you. They love your physical presence. They love the essence of who you are. They love the light that emanates from your soul. They love the way you carry yourself. They love the way you smell. They love the way you dress and undress. We're just going to leave that there. But there's nothing about this person there is nothing that this person does not admire about you. That's what I'm trying to say. And there are some beautiful things that you admire in your person. Focus on those qualities of this person that you admire, not focusing on this stuff that they are doing just now that is so hurtful and devastating to your heart and to your soul. Flip it to the place where you are in a much more positive space, and that will naturally raise your vibration. Because dealing with this separation is hard. It will raise your vibration and it will raise the vibration of this connection and help with this transformation that is happening as well. But let's see what else for pile number 3, please. What other messages for pile number 3? What do we need to know? Enlightenment. With enlightenment, there is no separation. We recognize that we are one with the divine. Well, that is very true. And you know, separation is just an illusion, and enlightenment is part of this process, and that is what's been happening for your person during the time that you are in this preparing for union phase, because that's what that 4 of Wands is about. It's about union, the end. And so is that 10 of Pentacles. That is about long-term partnerships. Those 2 cards are about that. And your person knowing that this is what they desire and want with you, but also knowing that they've got to work their way back to you to make it happen. But in their spiritual awakening and transformation, they are finding their power, their confidence, and their strength to show up and make that happen. But let's see what else for pile 3. Trust. You need to have trust in a relationship in order for it to flourish. And you know what, guys? Your person knows that they're going to have to regain your trust and your respect, and that they're going to have to rebuild this trust in this connection. because you have probably not trusting your person at the moment or when they first reappear, because you may be fearful that they could run or ghost again. And they want to make sure that you feel safe and secure. That is part of this process. This is why they need to regain and rebuild this trust and your faith in them as well. And this is what they will do, because with the cards that we have on the table, your person wants to bridge this distance between you. They want to show up and start showing you and telling you how they are different, how they've grown, how they've changed, but also why they allowed so much damage to come into your lives, why they brought so much chaos into this connection. And they also want to show you and explain to you how they see a future unfolding for the two of you. This is your reading for today, pile number 3. Thank you all so much for watching and allowing us to share your journey. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone.